Some things are older than time and more real than themselves. What I mean by that, there could be a instantiated, what do we call it? Particularized, instantiated version or outstanding instance of a category. If you're still with me here at this point, you're more patient and inquisitive than most. So I'll tell you, I heard maybe even be able to hear the crow or raven off over the hill that way. Sort of a strange feeling of dread. It was like my dog slightly heard it and slightly picked up. They have more sensitive hearing, so he registered it like probably before I did. And they can smell stuff I couldn't imagine like at all. Don't know what that's even like. That's just dogs, by the way. I mentioned super intelligence, but anyway, just dogs. They're goated. Now that guy, he's goated, or she. Well, so it's an instantiated instant of that category. It's that crow. But that crow is also a crow. That's a biological species, but it's also a pattern, a symbolic inheritance over time. It's not just that it's more than that. It's like it's always been there every time it's been there. And there's something distinctive about it that makes it and not something else. Therefore, the categories themselves can be exposed and divided and expanded across, I don't know. Fucking rev that shit, my dude. As the gunshots carry inherent cultural tidings of danger and warning, that generally gunshots are not a great thing to be hearing. Really, the truth is, for some reason, symbolically, historical cultures have always associated the mythology of corvids with death and foretelling of strange things. So that crow is also the embodied, incarnated version of its bloodline, but also like I'm talking more like literature, academically. It's symbolic bloodline, like in the realm and world of symbols, of things like Plato's Platonic realm. Fuck these gunshots and fuck these corvids. They're also associated with intellect, as they should be. They kind of mug everything. A 10-mile radius on sight, too, with them. Yeah, dude. Yeah, am I going? I am recording. Jeez. The sun blinding me as the frost awaits to slip my foot and I fucking die. Chim chim cheerio. You ever considered the possibility of the fact that all of these categories are they hold a symbolic resonance over time? You could say that it's morphic. It has a shape. My shape is suffering. We're going Bear Grylls after Thomas Shelby. My point is, things have a spirit. Many things have been scared of crows for some reason across time. And humans, the smartest on Earth, came to, as we know it, inherit and collect an accumulated story-based database. Story-base is fine. Of knowledge. A database, though, if you will. Of enough stories over time. This is what Jung was onto with the collective unconscious. Carl Jung, if that's how you say it. With Nietzsche, fuck off. Listen, it's like everything has a spirit and it dwells in it and it persecutes itself. Perpetuates itself across time. And maybe does that. I mean, there is the spirit of self-hate after all. BoJack. I don't even watch that. Yeah. So basically, I don't remember exactly what I was getting at with this. Things can be inhabitants of their own partial vessel, while also being part of a greater fold. Step into the fold. The supreme divine eternal pattern in arc. My point is things... So what do you have in the final breakdown of this? Well, there's a four cardinal, 5-pronged system that's ordinary for humans to use. You could say a representative instantiation of... So what do you have in the final break? You could say a representative instantiation of a value category is that crow. An instantiated version of a category is that crow, insofar as it is just that crow, and it is not that crow, which implies it isn't itself. It is a crow. It is a member of a category. Then you could say it is the crow incarnate as such per se. And that's its own thing. What is that? That's a meaningful value category in itself. This is very strongly paraphrased. I don't remember the fourth one. I know those are all supposed to be cardinal directions around the center, which is the truth of the matter. I'll try to find it. But I do remember that representative instantiation of a value category. Or what have you. So meanings and values and abstract conceptualizations become very important at this stage and junction in the game.